Hello, welcome to List Jeans Reviews, and welcome to the 2023 edition of What Pride Means to Me, the second annual video that I'm doing in Pride Month. So this is the third Pride Month that has happened since I came out. I actually first started thinking of transitioning in Pride Month of 2020, but didn't actually come out and start my transition until after that. So my first Pride Month since coming out was 2021, and there were no festivities or anything like that because COVID was still a thing. So this will be only the second year in which I get to participate in parades and for festivities and all that sort of stuff. Although this year, in my home city, the Pride festivities and the big Pride parade and the transgender march and the lesbian march and all the events that are happening in July this year to avoid conflict with Juneteenth, since that was a thing last year. Our Pride parade was on June 19th. So the only date in which they could move it was July. And you know what? I am actually okay with that. And that goes right along with my theme this month, with what Pride means to me in 2023. A little different than what I probably talked about last year. I don't remember exactly what I talked about, but I don't think I talked about this. What Pride means to me this year is what Pride originally meant, what it originally stood for, why Pride Month exists in the first place is fighting back, standing up for ourselves. And that is what is happening right now. And so the reason why Pride Month, or our Pride March being moved into July, kind of fits in with that is because Pride should not be constrained to 1 month. Fuck you, we're having our march in July. Take it. Pride is 365 days a year. Sorry, you right-wing conservatives, anti-woke morons, whatever you are. Pride is here, it's real, and it's all the time. So I am happy to support a Pride March in July. And yet, it is Pride Month in June, so I will make videos like this to talk about it. Couple of instances in the courts where judges are on our side. Well, actually, one is a judge, the other are lawyers. It's undetermined yet. But there are two cases in which similar arguments were made. First, coming from a judge in Florida. So, Florida, not all bad. I believe his name was Judge Hicks, who had some pretty scathing remarks. He essentially made the argument that the legislators who passed this law, we're talking about a law banning gender affirming care for youth, that the legislators passing this law knew absolutely nothing about the science behind it. They had no medical knowledge about it, and they are very clearly bigoted, and you can tell by their statements, and he quotes a whole lot of statements. And he's got a lot of great remarks. You should look it up. I'm not going to read them all here. But essentially making the case that this is clearly not a law that benefits anyone. It is clearly being put forth by a bunch of bigots. And a similar argument is being made by the lawyers in Idaho. Now, that case has not had any ruling on it yet, as far as I am aware. But that's actually the first case that I heard about, was that there were lawyers making that argument. So yeah, keep it going, keep it going. Now this, of course, this ruling in Florida is only the beginning of the fight in Florida alone, never mind in the entire country. But we'll take any little victory that we can get. So I am thinking of a line from a Star Wars Andor: fight! Fight the Empire! So we gotta keep fighting the Empire. Although, turns out, I guess that line originally was supposed to be fuck the Empire, but Disney Plus, they couldn't do that, so it turned into fight. Either one works. So that's what Pride means to me this year. I think a little harsher, a little more direct, a little more fiery than last year. I think last year was more like, finding my place in the queer community, which I'm still doing. That's still a part of it too. But yeah, we need to fight for our lives and the lives of our fellow LGBTQ members, especially the most vulnerable among us, especially the youth, the transgender youth. So, yeah, all about the Pride March in July, but I'm here to celebrate it in June as well. And honestly, I think that's all I really have to say this month. Pretty short video. I actually have another video coming later this month, so it's not really the only thing I have to say this month, just in this particular video. Later this month, I will have a video where I'm going to talk about the framing of bottom surgery and why we need to fight back against that. Not just us, but our allies really need to push back against the language that is used for that. So that will be out on a different date than is on my calendar. I did a calendar video, and I think I said it would be on the 24th. Or 23rd rather. I'm going to actually push that back to the 30th. And for those of you who are into Star Trek, I will be releasing a video on the 23rd on Lower Decks Season 2, Star Trek Lower Decks Season 2. So that will be on the 23rd, and the 30th will be my next Pride Month trans-related video. So please subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and continue to fight the Empire. And I will see you really soon. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye.